All right, good. There you go. Good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and start. We don't have necessarily controversial items. We hope we never have controversial items in this committee, but we're going to go ahead and start. We're one person shy of a quorum to take action, but we can go ahead and talk about what we've done yesterday, being prepared. As the speaker says, sometimes in order to keep a quorum, we'll tell the doorkeeper at the back there to close and lock the doors, not to let any of the members out. No, I'm joking. But if y'all could all hang with me, I think we have a couple of people on the way so we could take action. I want to thank everybody for waking up early on day 35. We have two items that I would like to offer before the committee. We heard yesterday Senate Bill 86 and Senate Bill 246. We talked to the authors of both bills, and we've made some slight adjustments. I think that the authors have agreed to, clarify and improve the propositions. And if I can move my papers around. And when will we go to a paperless society? Okay. We're going to do 86 first. Senate Bill 86 was the proposition that Senator Matt Brass brought us. Well, I don't know if I formally called us to order, but I guess we will be for the presentation of the bills, and then we'll note a quorum when it arrives. Senate Bill 86 was the proposition Senator Brass brought us yesterday, and we've made two adjustments in this bill. One, just to be sure, I think it's fairly clear in Title 50 that public benefits statement that's already made, but we'll just so that we don't put additional rights or expand the HOPE program beyond what it was meant to by law, we will make the adjustment on lines 15 and 16 to say that you're eligible to move forward with a HOPE grant pursuant to Code Section 20-3-519. And that is the general eligibility for the HOPE grant. So there's nothing new there. We're applying the same standard here that they would have had applied to them had they gotten the dual enrollment hours done and then went into the HOPE grant. So the author is agreeable with that. That was his intent. He actually thought the way the bill was written was clear on that, and we just cleared it up. And I want to thank the attorney for doing that. And then in Section 2, we refined that language a bit. We deleted what used to be paragraph P. It was directing the department, specifically the department being K-12 education, to do some things. This is the higher education committee, not the K-12. So we're going to leave that to Chris, Chairman Irwin. The department interfaces much more with them, so that specifically we removed so that they could do that. I've spoken with Senator Parrott, and she's aware of that and in agreement. She the remainder of her language that she was concerned with, that I think we would be concerned with as a committee, is to collect this information to get toward the impact on credential attainment of this particular program and the cost savings overall. So we retain the gist of her addition in Section 2 while staying out of Chairman Irwin. Staying out of their business a bit. So those are the changes in 86. Okay, you are authorized. So that's the change in 86. Again, we're waiting on action. So I'll then go to Senate Bill 246 to talk about the changes there. And this one has my notes. So in Senate Bill 246, Chairman Knight brought up, and I think it's well noted that there was no language that said that these programs were intended for the public universities in the state. That it's these are taxpayers' dollars going to incentivize nursing instructors to come in there. So we have added in lines 22 and 23. It used to read, at a post-secondary institution in this state. We have stricken in this state and replaced it, that is a unit of the university system or the technical college system of Georgia. So basically we would use this to incentivize nursing instruction at TCSG and USG. So those are the two changes, or the changes, I guess three in the two bills. I'd ask the committee if you have any questions. Again, this has been discussed with the author of the respective bills, and questions while we wait to achieve a quorum. Who's number 2? Is that you represent? Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Back to Bill SB 246, line 44. The word any time for any cause sufficient by the board. I like this entire bill. Any time is fine. My concern about any cause, I think, is concerning a little. I would almost say a cause deemed sufficient by the board. That way we just don't get into language that is inclusive of all. That means that anything falls up under that, even though I think we would use it properly. It's just that it says any cause. In 44, it says any cause deemed sufficient by the board.
Okay, let me, if you don't mind, I will ask the gentleman from the board to, would you come and just address what you might deem to be a sufficient cause? If you could just identify yourself for us and just address the any versus a cause.
Good morning, and thank you, Chairman, for allowing me to come here. Excellent question. For us at the Healthcare Workforce Board, I'm Chet Basine, the Executive Director for the Healthcare Workforce Board. What we would deem as cause would be perhaps somebody who said that they were going to be a nursing instructor, and we find out they're not. They're maybe being clinical now. They're not instructing, or let's say that they're not at an approved institution. So it'd just be something where the information perhaps wasn't accurate in practice as it was represented in the application.
And Representative, I just inquired of the attorney I think from a layman's perspective, you and I would draw a difference between any and a. I'm informed by the legal group that it legally they would be the exact same thing. It's just it's the reading of it. So I tend to agree with you. You and I might draw a different conclusion, but as a matter of legal words on paper, it would be exactly the same. Good point out. And I think that yours is a good explanation of that. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. We now have a quorum. So I would ask the new members that came in to take a quick read on the 2 bills. Give you new members. You've had time. Yes. Okay. Then we are back. I appreciate everybody getting out here early this morning. Okay, so then we will go back for action on the matters with no further questions. So we'll first address, we have before us, let me read the right number. We have before us a substitute to Senate Bill 86 LC 500583S has been presented and explained by the committee. We have this available for action. Is there discussion? I have a motion and a second. Senate Bill 86 do pass to the Rules Committee. Is there discussion? Did you just no? Okay. Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. You're on to rules. You need to get a form for us to get on there. By getting out this morning, you have if you get it in today, you'll have an extra day and an opportunity in rules. We'll find out. He's going to be a house sponsor. All right, so we'll move now to Senate Bill 246, but we have this available for us today. That's LC 500582S. Senate Bill 46 has been explained and discussed this morning. What's the pleasure of the committee? I have a motion that I have a motion in multiple seconds that this do pass on to rules for consideration. Is there discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. That motion passes. We will have no further business, and without objection, we'll stand adjourned. Seeing no objection, we are adjourned.